Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone and welcome to a new tutorial. In this video, we're going to learn how to retrieve and display public IP address in a web page using a simple HTML file and jQuery. Okay, so we'll be using a straightforward HTML structure, and I'm going to create a new file here in my desktop. I'm going to name it public IP.html. So that's our basic HTML file. Right now it's empty, and I'm going to put the code in this file using Visual Studio Code. So we'll use the HTML structure along with jQuery to make an AJAX request to an IP information API and then dynamically update our web page with the public IP address. It's a handy trick that can be useful in various web development scenarios. So let's begin by setting up our HTML file. Let's insert a p tag here. And then we'll have another tag. Let's make it h1 and give it an ID. Okay. So that's our public HTML structure. Next, we'll include the jQuery library by adding its script tag. Okay. Here in the source, we're going to have to insert the jQuery library link. I'm going to copy that from the web page and paste it here. There is our code. So now we have our basic HTML structure, the p tag, the h1 tag, and now we have our script, that is the jQuery library. So I will have to make a AJAX request now. Before doing that, let's check the file that I've just modified. So there is our page. So hopefully everything is alright. Now I'm going to use another script tag where I'll be writing the AJAX request. So here let's use jQuery to make an AJAX request to IP information API. So in this example, we're going to use ip-api.com, okay, /JSON, because we're going to need to receive the data as a JSON format. So here is our basic jQuery structure. I'm going to write an AJAX code here. So that's the basic AJAX code. Now I'm going to write the parameters. Type will be get in this case, comma. URL will be, so we're going to use this site to get our IP information as a JSON format. So next up, I'll have to use a header section. I'm just going to copy that and paste it here. This section here is attempting to set custom headers for the AJAX request. So this line is used to indicate whether the browser should include credentials when making the actual request. And this line here is specifying which origins are allowed to access the resource. Okay. In this case, it's set to the star marks, which means any origin is allowed here. And in the third line, It specifies that the HTML methods that are allowed when accessing the resource. Okay, in this case, it's set to get, same as this one. And the fourth line, it indicates that which HTTP headers can be used when making the actual request. So it's set to application/JSON, which might be an attempt to specify the request. Okay, then we're going to set the success actions and the error actions. Okay, so in the success event, we're going to process that JSON data, and we're going to show that on the h1 tag, which is public IP. So I have the data here, the JSON data. We'll have to just show that data in this tag. So if I check that site in the browser, so I'm going to check this site in the browser and see what are the values here. Okay, there is our IP address, public IP. So the key that we needed here is this one, the query, and we're going to have the value of our public IP address. So let's go to the VS Code. I'm going to use the jQuery ID tag here. So I'm going to grab the public IP and I'm going to set the HTML values here as the data dot query. Okay, this data here, it contains the JSON format values that we just saw in this site. Okay, so from those key value pairs, we need just the query one, which contains our IP address, and we're going to print that in the public IP tag here. Okay, let's refresh our page here. So there is our public IP. So that's it. With just a few lines of code, you can easily display your public IP address on a web page, and this can be useful in various scenarios. So thanks for watching, and we'll meet you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.